Comerica Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Break. Here we go. Mike. Four. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, ready. 30 base.
Pick it up, P. 90 is the mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And, indeed, he did not. They stop him. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone, staying at his feet. And this is going to be a safety. as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goal.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 45 yards. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Set the tone. Set the tone.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Lawrence's pass intended for Dante Pettis.
91.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Bullock's kick is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
I'm coming after you.
On second down, Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Alert! Blue.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Good job. 180. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Red.
50 seconds, come on. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now it's Trubisky. Space to run past the 20. This will be caught by Brown. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
180. Lock in.
Check out.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down. Took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
General West.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. To throw on second down. Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
180. Max 56.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, They love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Watch the eye.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check.
Now. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dante Pettis, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53.
From the gun, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the double.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
90 is the mic. Go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
90 is the mic. I got it.
Alpha. Five.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 39 on third. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Exit. On the pitch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Second and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You can't block me.
On the toss, here's Williams. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 42.
Check the back.
On the run, it's Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Check, check. Fresno. 18. Check, Nick.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 15.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Another try for Barkley. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
To throw on second down, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. 48 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He did.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
It's running.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
About 18. Under crush. Alert.
Shoot. Hey, switch gears.
Topper.
Slip.
Move.
Switches.
Alert.
Trubisky to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they